Have you ever stared at your lab results and seen that one number, creatinine, slowly creeping up? Doctors say it's just a sign of aging. But what if they're wrong? What if that rising creatinine isn't just age, but a silent scream from your kidneys, begging for help? Here's what most people don't know. You don't always need pills or harsh treatments to support your kidneys. Sometimes, a glass of the right juice, yes, juice, could make all the difference. In today's video, we're uncovering 5 powerful juices, backed by science, trusted by thousands, that may help cleanse your kidneys and lower creatinine levels naturally. These aren't gimmicks. They're tasty, nutrient-loaded, and surprisingly simple. But if you're diabetic or watching your potassium, you'll want to hear the cautions too. So if you or someone you love has been told to watch their kidneys, stay with me, because this might just change everything. Juice number 1. Cranberry juice, the silent infection fighter that could save your kidneys. Let's start with a juice you've probably walked past in the grocery store 100 times. A juice so common, so familiar, yet most people never realize how life-changing it can be for your kidneys. Cranberry juice. Sounds simple, right? But for Martha, 72 years old, it was a turning point. She had always prided herself on being generally healthy. But over the past year, something had shifted. She was constantly tired, had frequent, unexplained fevers, and her bathroom trips became more urgent and painful. Doctors ran tests. Urinary tract infections, one after another. Until one day, they said the words no senior wants to hear. Your kidneys are starting to show stress. Your creatinine is elevated. Martha was terrified. She didn't want to be on dialysis. She didn't even want more pills. That's when a friend, a retired nurse, shared a quiet piece of wisdom. Try unsweetened cranberry juice. Just a few ounces a day. You'd be surprised how much it helps. Skeptical but desperate, Martha gave it a try. And what happened over the next few months stunned even her doctor. The infections slowed, then stopped. Her energy returned. And her creatinine, it stabilized and began inching back down. So what's the science behind this? Cranberry juice contains compounds called promethocyanidins, powerful antioxidants that act like microscopic bodyguards. They prevent bacteria, especially E. coli, from clinging to the walls of the urinary tract, which is how most infections start. No infection equals less inflammation. Less inflammation equals less strain on the kidneys. Less strain equals lower creatinine. It's a simple chain reaction, and cranberry juice is the first domino. But here's the part nobody tells you. Not all cranberry juice is created equal. The bottles that say cranberry cocktail, loaded with sugar, they can actually make things worse. What you need is 100% pure, unsweetened cranberry juice. Yes, it's tart. Yes, it might make you pucker. But your kidneys will thank you for every single sip. Still, don't overdo it. Start with 4 to 6 ounces a few times a week. If it feels too strong, dilute it with water. If you have a sensitive stomach or acid reflux, try drinking it after a meal. And if you're on blood thinners like warfarin, consult your doctor first. Cranberry can interact with certain medications. Diabetic. Good news, small amounts won't spike your blood sugar. But portion control is key. Used the right way, cranberry juice becomes more than just a drink. It becomes your first line of defense, guarding your kidneys from silent infections and creeping creatinine. Martha still drinks it to this day, and every time she takes a sip, she smiles, knowing she took her kidney health into her own hands, one glass at a time. Juice number 2, cucumber juice. The gentle flush your kidneys have been waiting for now. Let's dive into a juice that's often overlooked. Quiet, humble, and yet, it might be the very thing your kidneys are silently craving. Cucumber juice. Yes, the same green vegetable that sits on salads and spa water, could actually become your kidney's best friend. Let me tell you about George. At 68, he was the kind of man who rarely complained. But his wife noticed it first. His ankles were swelling. His face looked puffier. And worst of all, he seemed constantly tired. His doctor ran tests. The results: your kidneys aren't eliminating fluids properly. You're retaining waste, and it's pushing your creatinine up. George was alarmed. But instead of adding another medication to his list, he made one simple change. He started drinking cucumber juice 3 times a week. That's it. No dramatic detox. No starvation cleans. Just a cool glass of cucumber, blended with water and lemon. Within weeks, the swelling went down. His bathroom visits became more regular. And that heavy, sluggish feeling that used to follow him all day began to lift. So why does cucumber juice work? Because cucumber is one of nature's mildest diuretics. It gently increases urine production, allowing your kidneys to flush out excess creatinine, sodium, and toxins without pushing them too hard. And here's where it gets even better. Cucumber is incredibly low in potassium, making it a safer option for people with chronic kidney disease, especially those who have to limit high potassium foods. It's also low in calories and carbohydrates, which means diabetics can enjoy it without worrying about blood sugar spikes. But here's the key: it's all in the preparation. To make a kidney-loving cucumber juice, take a fresh, medium-sized cucumber. Blend it with a cup of filtered water. Add a few drops of fresh lemon juice for taste and extra detox benefits. Optionally, strain the juice if you prefer a smoother texture. And this is important: never add salt, not even a pinch. Salt counteracts the cleansing effect and can worsen fluid retention, especially for seniors. Drink this 2 to 3 times a week, preferably in the morning or early afternoon. Now, a little caution. If you're on strong diuretics or have been told to restrict fluid intake, speak with your doctor before adding cucumber juice to your routine. But for most seniors, this juice offers something rare: a natural way to support kidney filtration, without side effects, without sugar, and without stress. George swears by it now, and every time he pours that green glass, he remembers the lesson he learned late in life. That healing doesn't always come from a prescription pad. Sometimes it starts in your kitchen. Juice number 3. Carrot juice, the antioxidant armor for your fading kidneys. Now let's talk about a juice that most people associate with good eyesight. But hidden beneath its bright orange glow is something much deeper. A secret ally for your kidneys. Carrot juice. Yes, really. Lillian, a 67-year-old retired teacher, had always believed in eating her vegetables. But when her creatinine started rising and fatigue began to take hold, she felt confused. She wasn't eating junk. She wasn't skipping meals. So why was her energy tanking? Why were her kidneys struggling? Her doctor didn't give her much hope, just a warning. If this trend continues, we may need to talk about medication. But Lillian wasn't ready to surrender. That's when a gentle suggestion from her nutritionist opened a new door. Add carrot juice. Half a glass, a few times a week. Your kidneys are inflamed. They need antioxidants. Skeptical but curious, she began sipping fresh carrot juice with her breakfast. No sugar, no fuss, just carrots and a splash of filtered water. Within a few weeks, she wasn't dragging herself through the day anymore. Her bloating reduced, her sleep improved, and at her next checkup, her creatinine was lower. So what's the magic inside these orange roots? Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, a pigment that the body converts into vitamin A key nutrient for immune health and tissue repair. But more importantly, beta-carotene is a potent antioxidant, which helps neutralize something most seniors don't even realize is attacking their kidneys: oxidative stress. This is the slow, invisible wear and tear caused by toxins, medications, high blood sugar, and chronic inflammation. Left unchecked, it quietly damages kidney filters and causes creatinine to climb. Carrot juice becomes a shield, protecting kidney cells from this silent breakdown. And unlike many vegetables, it's easy to digest and refreshing to drink. But here's the part you must not overlook. Carrots contain moderate potassium, not as high as tomatoes or bananas, but enough to be a concern if you're in stage 4 or 5 kidney disease. If that's you, stick to half a glass, no more than twice a week. Always speak to your nephrologist or dietitian before making it a routine. And diabetics. Yes, carrots are sweet, but not in the way candy is. Still, they can affect blood sugar, so it's best to monitor levels after drinking. To balance the taste without spiking sugar, try blending carrots with a small piece of green apple or a few slices of cucumber. And always avoid bottled carrot juice loaded with preservatives or added sweeteners. Lillian's story is proof. Sometimes, the answers to better lab numbers and stronger kidneys don't come from a pharmacy. They come from a farmer's field. 1 carrot, 1 glass. One quiet change that could mean everything. Juice number 4, red grape juice. The rich detox tonic that does more than you think. Now let's shift gears. Because this next juice, it feels a bit indulgent. Rich, sweet, almost like a treat. But don't let its taste fool you. Because red grape juice might be one of the most underrated weapons in the fight to support your kidneys and lower creatinine. Let me introduce you to Robert. He's 70, retired. Used to love long walks and playing cards with his friends. But lately, something was off. His energy wasn't the same. He'd get dizzy sometimes, and his doctor said those words that hit hard. Your kidney numbers are fluctuating. Your blood pressure's creeping up. It's time to keep a close eye. Robert felt cornered. He didn't want to rely on more medications. But he also didn't want to ignore the signs. That's when his wife, a former wellness coach, stepped in. Let's start with something simple, she said. Just a few ounces of red grape juice with dinner. Robert laughed. Juice? For my kidneys? But he agreed to try. And over the next few weeks, his mornings felt clearer, his energy steadier. And his doctor. Your blood pressure's down. Creatinine looks better. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. So what makes red grape juice so powerful? The secret lies in a natural compound called resveratrol. It's found in the skin of red grapes, and it acts like a cellular superhero. Resveratrol helps reduce inflammation, protect blood vessels, and support healthy kidney filtration. In other words, it shields your kidneys from silent damage, especially the kind caused by high blood pressure, which is one of the top causes of kidney disease in seniors. And there's more. Red grape juice also contains flavonoids and polyphenols, plant-based compounds that help detox your system gently, without putting your kidneys under stress. But, and this is important, grape juice is naturally high in sugar. That doesn't mean it's off limits, but it must be handled wisely. For diabetics, stick to just 2 to 3 ounces at a time. Drink it with a protein-rich snack like nuts, eggs, or cheese to slow down sugar absorption and prevent spikes. Also, always choose 100% pure red grape juice, no added sugars, no artificial flavors. Better yet, juice your own grapes at home for full control and maximum freshness. Avoid grape drinks or blends. They often contain corn syrup and zero health benefit. And here's a bonus you didn't expect. Red grape juice supports heart health. And since your heart and kidneys are directly connected, keeping one healthy helps protect the other. Used correctly, red grape juice isn't just a drink. It's a detox tonic, a circulation booster, and a natural helper for kidneys under pressure. Robert still drinks his 3 ounces every evening. Not out of fear, but out of quiet confidence. Because now he knows, sometimes the richest health remedies don't come in a prescription bottle. They come from nature, and they taste a little sweet. Juice number 5. Watermelon juice, the sweet cleanser that silently revives your kidneys. And now, we come to a juice that feels more like a reward than a remedy. Cold, juicy, sweet. Watermelon juice. But don't be fooled by its refreshing taste, because behind every sip lies a powerful secret most seniors never hear. This isn't just a summer treat or picnic favorite. It's actually one of the most hydrating, cleansing, and kidney-supporting juices on the planet. Let me tell you about Dorothy. She was 66, a retired school librarian, and lately she'd been feeling off. Not sick, not in pain. But her mind felt foggy. Her body felt heavy. She needed more naps just to get through the day. Routine blood work showed her creatinine creeping up. The doctor said her kidneys seemed a little sluggish. But he offered no solutions beyond wait and monitor. Dorothy didn't want to wait. She wanted to act. That's when she read an article that mentioned watermelon juice and its role in stimulating gentle detox. Skeptical but hopeful, she began drinking half a cup of freshly blended watermelon juice every morning. And everything changed. Her energy returned. She didn't need as many naps. Her urine output normalized. And in just 2 months, the creatinine dipped back into a safe range. So what's going on here? Watermelon is made of 92% water, which means every sip helps hydrate your kidneys, giving them the moisture they need to flush out excess creatinine, waste, and toxins. But it doesn't stop there. Watermelon also contains a powerful compound called citrulline, an amino acid that improves blood circulation, helps dilate blood vessels, and stimulates urination. This means your kidneys get better blood flow and a gentle nudge to release the toxins they've been holding onto. The result? You feel lighter, clearer, and more alive. But, just like every natural remedy, this juice comes with a few rules. Watermelon has a high glycemic index, which means it can cause blood sugar spikes, especially in diabetics. So here's what to do. Limit your serving to half a cup at a time. Drink it with a small handful of nuts or a boiled egg to slow absorption. Avoid adding any sugar, salt, or sweetener. And never drink store-bought watermelon beverages loaded with syrups and preservatives. Also, while watermelon does contain some potassium, it's lower than other fruits like bananas or oranges. Still, if you have advanced kidney disease or are on a potassium-restricted diet, stick to small, spaced-out servings. To prepare it properly, take fresh watermelon chunks, remove seeds if needed. Blend until smooth. Add a few fresh mint leaves for an extra cooling effect and digestive support. Chill, sip slowly, and let your kidneys breathe. Think of watermelon juice as nature's gentle rinse. It doesn't shock the body. It doesn't burden the kidneys. It quietly, sweetly supports the process your body was designed to do all along. Cleanse, heal, restore. And that's exactly what Dorothy discovered. A fruit she'd enjoyed since childhood became the quiet healer her kidneys had been hoping for. Let's pause and take in what you've just uncovered. Not hype, not false promises, but real, powerful, natural choices hiding in plain sight. Cranberry juice, shielding your kidneys from the infections you never see coming. Cucumber juice, gently flushing out toxins without stress or strain. Carrot juice, flooding your body with antioxidants to repair and protect delicate kidney tissue. Red grape juice, quietly detoxifying and calming inflammation from the inside out. And watermelon juice, giving your kidneys the hydration they silently crave, while clearing waste before it piles up. You didn't just learn about juice today. You learned about power, the kind of power that sits in your fridge, not your medicine cabinet. The kind of healing that happens quietly, when you nourish your body instead of ignoring its whispers. But let's be clear. These juices aren't magic potions. They won't erase years of damage overnight. But used consistently, smartly, and in the right portions, they become tools. Tools to help you cleanse, lower creatinine, and wake up with more energy, better sleep, and a body that finally feels like it's working with you, not against you. Now it's your turn. If you found value in this video, don't let it end here. Tap that like button. It helps us reach more seniors like you who are searching for answers. Subscribe for weekly videos filled with natural remedies, senior health tips, and powerful wellness strategies that mainstream advice often overlooks. And don't forget to comment below. Which juice are you going to try first? What's your kidney story? And if you want to take the next step in your kidney journey, click the link in the description to explore carefully chosen, lab-tested products that support kidney health. Everything we recommend is backed by science, customer care, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, because your health deserves no less. The earlier you act, the more control you reclaim. Your kidneys are listening. Now give them something to thank you for. Stay strong, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.